Everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is a fun one. We are going to see how do men versus women view you. And I tried to apply this to everyone, no matter who it is that you're attracted to. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so how do men versus women view you? Okay, group number 1. So this is how men view you first. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, Hangman reversed, and Temperance reversed. Okay, so interesting. So right away, I'm seeing that men view you guys like the King of Wands really takes the lead here. So you guys come across like you are bold, confident, like fierce people who really take charge is what I'm seeing. And, you just have this like passion and fire about you. Okay. So I feel like you guys, you light up when you speak, you use your hands, you get all into whatever it is that you're into. And you have this very like dynamic presence. I feel like you walk into a room, all eyes are on you, and it's not even necessarily what you say, but when you do speak, I feel like it's a very direct approach. Okay, like you can be blunt, you're matter of fact. Okay, you have like this interesting like business like quality to you. Okay, so you guys are the type of people that people believe you when you say something. You say it with such conviction that it's like whether or not it's like true, it doesn't matter, because that's the kind of influence you guys have. Okay, this is interesting. So I feel like a lot of people look up to you. Okay, so I feel like men know that about you somehow. And if not, they look up to you. But you do have like the King of Wands, like a leader-like presence to you. And you do, if you're not doing something already where you're either in the spotlight or like, you have to lead and direct a bunch of people, I feel like you will, or you just have a lot of people look up to you. Okay, it's like you guys, you make an impression that stands out. That's what I'm getting. Like no matter what you do, okay? It could just be you being you. Okay, so that's like one part of you. Another part of you with the Hangman reverse, that's kind of like an interesting, like both of these are kind of like needing balance, and of reverse, I kind of get this feeling of not having balance. So with how I feel like they view you is kind of like a wild card. Okay, like you guys might say or do something that's completely spontaneous and unexpected, I feel. So you guys are seen to be fun, spontaneous, and like I'm just getting like somebody who is like a thrill seeker, like that kind of vibe to you. It's like you guys are always kind of looking out for the next adventure, the next bit of entertainment, okay? And it could just be how you are hanging out with people. You guys, my group 1s, tend to be the type that's gonna get things moving and grooving. Like you shake things up, you get people out of their comfort zone. You get them trying new things is what I'm seeing. And you get them like moving and dancing, like literally. Okay, I feel like you guys are the type who, would do karaoke. You would get everybody out on the dance floor if you're out, or just start dancing wherever you're at, like that kind of feeling. That's your guys' vibe. And I see that guys, they see that. They see you as being someone who's fun, like adventurous and spontaneous. And I feel like, if they're the type that wouldn't dance, they'd want to dance by being with you, okay? Because you have just that charm about you, You guys are the type with making an impression on people as well as doing what you do, okay? Whatever spontaneous thing that is in the moment. You have this charming way about you where you will get people to feel like if they're not doing what you're doing in that moment, like they're just so like not with it, like they feel like they're missing out basically. It's kind of like you have an intense energy about you with Temperance reversed. That's very like kind of one-sided and like going all in one area. So it's almost like you guys might be the type that once you're kind of in, like once you're into something, something sparks your interest. It's like you go all in, okay? You might even be somewhat like obsessed with the topic, the thing that you're into, you know, a creative project, whatever it is. And I just see that, you know, it's kind of like they just, sometimes I feel like men view you like you kind of have one focus, okay? And that's going to be different for all of you as far as what that thing is. Okay, let's see what else. All right, so, okay, men also see you guys as being nonchalant, cool. Okay, like you guys are cool, you're hip, without even having to try. You also have a very independent vibe to you guys, okay? Like you come across like you don't need no man or woman. You tend to have this happy-go-lucky, you know, streak and vibe about you where things appear like they work out for you. Some people get the impression that you could be with someone or still kind of hung up on an ex, okay? And you sometimes, like to men, you do have like kind of a like stay back type of energy, okay? Like you are not interested, and even if you somewhat are, it's kind of like the vibe and energy you guys give off. Okay, you guys also come across like a fire sign, not surprised since we led with the King of Wands. And you know, men feel like this is an energy dynamic where, you know, if you were kind of talking to someone, they could have stepped away or you stepped away for both of you to become the person that you were meant to become. So what that's saying is like men that were involved with you, they know that you're the type that to be true to yourself, you will step away from something, no matter how hard it is. You will cut ties. You will also cut ties with people that you feel like you've outgrown this relationship with them. This isn't even, you know, just relationship-wise. This is like friendship-wise as well, or even family members. Men also see you guys to be like a mega babe, okay? So attractive. Attractive, but hard to get. They really like your guys' eyes, I see. So your eyes definitely stand out to them. Okay, this is my work card. So like, yeah, like I was saying, you guys definitely have like kind of this business-like energy about you. Yes, you can be fun and lighthearted and spontaneous, but you also mean business though, okay? You're a very confident, direct person, very no nonsense. You like to get things moving and moving quickly. And I feel like, you know, you're this playful side to whoever you want to be with. So that's not everyone. And upon just meeting you, I think you could come across as being a bit more direct and business-like. Okay, so we also have Aries, which is so befitting with all the fire that came through for how men view you guys. So like, yeah, again, confident, fiery, passionate, you know, fast-moving people who are very, you know, you can be blunt, you could like physical activity. So a lot of you choosing group one, you are probably in shape and like movement, physical activity, and things that happen quickly, okay? I feel like some of you even talk quick. And, you know, you like things to get moving, you know? Like you want people to keep up with you, I feel like. All right, so that's how the men view you guys. Group one, how the men view you. Like a man-eater, okay? Like if you know that song, the lyrics to that song is, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. She's a man-eater. Okay, so yeah, kind of like, you know, you guys are the type who basically run the show with guys, you know, like, and if you don't want to commit, you won't, you know, that type of feel. Also, this is kind of a side note, but men also see, though, you guys currently as having things that you need to work out, okay? So I feel like, you know, if men have approached you, you know, for dating or something more, and you kind of put a halt to that, it's kind of like you may have told them this, or this is what they figure, that you have things that you need to work out first before you'll get involved. Okay, so that's how men view you guys. How do the women view you? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands reversed, Justice, and the Page of Swords. This is interesting. So the women view you guys as initially, okay, so this is kind of like first impression, like you guys want nothing to do with them, okay? That's interesting. And even I'm getting a bit of stuck up energy. Not saying you are, but that's like how you come across to them at first. And then I feel like as they talk to you or get to know you, that they start to see you as being like friendly, okay? Like warm, friendly. A genuine person is what's coming through, and actually very level-headed, intelligent, and just like all around like a great person, like a true friend I'm seeing to people. And it's like you want what's best for people with Justice here. So it's like not only are you a true friend to people, but you are loyal, okay? You are definitely somebody that people want on their side. I feel like you are a fiercely loyal person. You're also very observant and intelligent, and they pick that up quickly, okay? Like there is something in particular that those of you who chose this group, like you know a lot of knowledge about something in particular. Okay, so with my I can't even, this is interesting. Okay. I feel like at first it's kind of like you come across, like I said, like kind of shut off, kind of cold, kind of like they think you're going to be stuck up, and it could be because, you know, you're attractive and you're kind of, you know, you keep to yourself initially until you speak with them. But it's kind of like at first they just, you know, that I can't even, they think, I'm getting this interesting drama feel. So, yeah. There is something about you that at first they think is going to be drama filled. And then again, like I said, like the more like either people are around you, they get a better read on you, they talk to you, it's kind of like they realize, you know, like a light bulb goes off. Oh no, this person's awesome. And they, you know, they're actually drawn to your light, to your wisdom, to your energy, I feel like, and your genuineness. So it's kind of interesting because men see your fierceness immediately. Women think you're fierce, but want nothing to do with them. But then once they see you, they see more of a soft side to you than the men do. The men get the fierceness all around, but then this fun, spontaneous side. And then the women get like a softer side to you. You're more vulnerable with them once you guys start opening up. And I just see a lot of light bulbs, a lot of ideas pop off you and people. So you could be a really good communicator. You know, like I said, very knowledgeable. I do feel like you guys are kind of like, and it's that independence. You're kind of like naturally like lone wolves, though you will socialize. But yeah, I just see like you get people thinking, you get them like inspired. Like I feel like your conversations when you do open up just are amazing and people want more of it. Women do also view you guys though, like you have really good work ethic. You might even spend a lot of hours at work, okay? Men and women do see that side to you. This is interesting, hard to get. So a few things come to me from with that. So I feel like some people feel like, you know, well, if they're attracted to you, then, you know, they feel like just like the men both are coming across like, you know, you're a very busy person, especially I feel like when it comes to work, although that could be different for all of you. And I feel like it's kind of hard for people to pin you down, to make plans with you, okay? Or maybe your communication's kind of spotty. You might, you know, do well texting or keeping in touch one minute and then the next you don't, okay? There's just some aspect of you that's coming across for both as being hard to get. For the men in particular, I feel like it's as far as getting anywhere with you talking or dating wise goes. And for the women, it's more as far as, well, you know, if you are attracted to women, then it could be about the dating. It could be about dating as well, but I'm actually getting just more maybe getting through to you and connecting with you. Not that you don't connect, but again, I just feel like you guys are so like off doing your own thing and blazing down this path that I feel like you don't often have time to like keep in touch and communicate with others. Okay, so to women, you guys are coming across like you're still hung up or involved with an ex. Okay, that's interesting. Also, okay, with women, I feel like with this card here, it's like you guys, you often come across as being, especially the more people know you, like really nurturing and kind of like a motherly figure, okay? And I feel like it's just like your personality and who you are. Like I said, like you're a genuine person who wishes the best for everyone. And I feel like you guys are nurturers at heart. And it's kind of like you just want to make sure like everybody's doing well is what I'm seeing, and getting along and having a great time, like that kind of personality. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so how do men versus women view you? Okay, so we are going to start with how the men view you. Okay, so I have the Page of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Moon card here. Okay, so right away what I'm seeing for how men view you is that with the Page of Cups here, you know, this is a very like, it's a very like magical card. Okay, I feel like this is somebody who looks like they just like kind of just flow through life, like with this happy-go-lucky attitude, you know, and just very upbeat, carefree, playful, very optimistic naturally, you know, as well as I feel like you guys have this artistic or creative flair to you, okay? And that may be obvious or it may not, but either way, you know, I feel like this person can just tell. There's just something different and unique about you. There's an edge about you, you know, that shows this bit of creativity, even if they don't actually know that you are this creative, artistic individual, okay? It's just part of the magic that you have. And yeah, and I feel like, you know, it's kind of like men are drawn to you, okay? It's like, this card's kind of like an oasis in a desert, okay? So where things may feel serious and just kind of like humdrum and the same old, it's kind of like you come in and you are like this spark of light, okay? Like an oasis in a desert. People feel alive again in your presence. They feel inspired. They feel like their creativity is activated. And yeah, and I just feel like they just treat life more like an adventure when around you, because that's how you operate. And with the 9 of Pentacles, it's kind of like too, you know, you're kind of like, I feel like just kind of off doing your own thing, but people are taking notice of you, men in particular, and like you may or may not notice it. And I feel like they actually find that endearing, you know, that maybe you don't always notice everybody looking or watching you, you know, and there's just something about you guys, kind of like the woman in this picture now, where you're just kind of in your element, doing your thing, very focused, you know, very into whatever it is you're doing, very in the moment. And it gets other people just really zeroing in on you and just kind of like mesmerized by you. And you'll be like, what? Why? Like, I'm not doing anything different. I'm just being me, just doing what I'm into, you know? But it's just like, it's all of you, you know, it's your looks, your personality, your energy, your vibe, the way you carry yourself, all of that gets people just falling for you, honestly. So group 2, whether you realize it or not, I feel like you got people, you got people in their feels. That's also what the Page of Cups is showing. But then with the Moon card here, I also feel like a lot of it's on the low, okay? And like people try not to reveal to you because, you know, they don't know where you stand, and you're so much like a unique gem that they don't ever want to like rock the boat with you, you know? They also feel like you guys also too, with between having the 9 of Pentacles here and the Moon here, people can't get a read on you on who you're into, okay? I feel like you're naturally upbeat and charming, which is also very magnetic, but you don't really reveal though, like if you're into someone or not. You might have this like extra little sparkle in your eye or something, or a smile, but they don't know though. And this leaves them even more intrigued with you. I also feel like the Moon card in particular represents not only are you guys mysterious, but it's also like, you know, once you do open up to people, it's like this world of depth here, okay? And you guys can go deep. So conversations with you guys can be amazing. And men know that about you. So honestly, group 2, you guys are coming across like the full package to men. Okay, so we have my boss card here. So some of you could literally be a boss, or it's kind of like you know, there are times when you kind of take charge and have this boss-like energy about you. I also got boss-like with the group number 1, but yours is a little bit more balanced. Theirs was like all boss, all direct, all dominant, confident. But yours has got definitely a balance between masculine and feminine energy. Like just as much as you guys like to be fierce and take charge, you also know when to kind of step back and let somebody else lead the show, you know, kind of like a dance. Okay, so yeah, here's my like, you guys are like this exciting, fresh vibe, you know? It's just like you are just like, this drink is like, you know, the favorite basically. Like once somebody gets a dose of you, they don't want anybody else, they don't see anybody else. You guys have such a unique way about you, as well as style. I feel it's just like nobody compares. Okay, so yeah, you guys, you have people crushing on you. And there's the unique gem. So yeah, definitely one of a kind, make people feel alive. There's my low-key crushing though. You guys are also like cool without trying, but this is definitely representing now that people that you wouldn't even suspect are low-key crushing on you. I also feel like people are inspired by you guys as well. Men in particular. Okay, yeah. They see you like that you're fierce with a heart, okay? So even though you can be fierce, you also have a heart though. That's what I mean. You guys are very balanced. You guys are seen to be influencers. Okay, some of you could literally be like a social media influencer, or you could just be like, it's the type of person that you are, okay? Where the way that you are, the way that you speak, I feel like you guys are good communicators. It's like, you know, you have the ability to really make a difference, really influence people in a positive way, I see. Men, I feel like, listen to music and they think of you guys, okay? They're dreaming, they're crushing over you. Ooh, men love to listen to your guys' voice. They find it to be really attractive. And then we have like a side note that came out for you guys that says, somebody's saying, I want you, but I can't do anything about that right now. Dun dun dun. Okay, that's kind of a repetitive message for group 2. Okay, so that's how the men view you guys. Let's see how the women view you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. The Two of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so lots of earth energy coming through. I already find that interesting. Okay, so women automatically view you guys more like an earth sign, whereas men view you more like a water sign. But definitely water and earth coming through strong for you guys. So group 2, let me know in the comments if you happen to be a water or earth sign. But okay, so women automatically view you guys with a more mature vibe than the men. So definitely somebody who, you know, just I'm getting this maturity about you, like a very well-rounded, mature person. It's possible some of you had to grow up quickly. And I just feel like, you know, you immediately connect with people, especially when it's through a common interest. They definitely see you guys, though, as doing well, making money. And if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet in that area, then what that's representing is that you guys are working your way toward making money, you know. Whether you're in classes or work or both, okay, or work in a side hustle or, you know, multiple jobs, whatever it is, it's very like you're money focused and you're working on it, and it's definitely taken up a lot of your attention and energy and time. If anything, you know, I feel like there might have been a period where women felt like they weren't connecting with you or they weren't able to communicate with you, but because the Two of Swords is reversed, I feel like what's actually coming to me about that is that I feel like women don't know where they stand with you. They can't get a read on you, and they don't know if you actually feel the same way about them, okay, as far as like friendship goes. So they're always kind of wondering about you. and like what you think of them and if you like them, believe it or not. Okay, so they definitely see you guys as you have really good work ethic with the work hard, but you also play hard when you have the time. And yeah, that says full package. That doesn't have to mean, you know, like romantically, unless you're attracted to women. But what this means is that, you know, they see you as a well-rounded person. Like, you don't just do only work or only play, you know, like, it's like you make time for everything. And whatever it is that you do, you go all in with, whether it's working or working on something or like having fun. You guys also, okay, I'm kind of getting Cancer vibes here, even though this is an Earth card. I feel like you guys are very welcoming, okay? So maybe you like to have people over, okay? Like host them. Just something, there's something soothing about you to women, basically. Like you make them feel like everything's going to be all right, even when nothing feels right. Okay, then we have the communication card. So this is interesting. So yeah, okay, there might have been something as far as like a lack of communication with you and women, and maybe you didn't have many women friends. Okay, that could be what it is. But again, like influencer communication, you guys are coming across like you are naturally good at communicating though. So I feel like it's like whoever you choose to is like who you communicate with. And, you know, again, I see that you can go deep with people. So it could be that you guys feel like not a lot of people like are your tribe, you know, fit you. But once you find those people, maybe that's what this card's also saying is that, you know, yeah, you're kind of choosy when it comes to who you actually want to connect with. But once you find those people that you feel like vibe with you, it's like, again, you go deep, you have fun, and all that. Overall, though, women do view you guys as magical, which is interesting because the men also view you guys as magical. So you definitely have this, like I was saying earlier, like this happy-go-lucky flow to you and like kind of like magic. You guys, you know, you flow through life as if by magic and you make people feel like anything is possible. And then with this card, I feel like you guys just really strive to live in the moment and be your best self and live your best life. And I feel like that inspires others to do the same, women as well as men. And I feel like, you know, again, with this music theme too, it's kind of like different songs remind people of you. And then I feel like they tap into that wavelength where they feel inspired all over again. Okay, so I feel like you guys really do have this positive effect by just being you and living fully in the moment. And that could be what the influencer is about, or you could be in the spotlight, but either way. Yeah, so I feel like this is really saying, you know, that you do influence men and women to want to, you know, be them, to be their best selves. And I feel like people are magnetically drawn to you because of that. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so how do men versus women view you? Okay, so first we're going to start off with how do men view you. We have the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the 2 of Cups reversed, and the Chariots. Okay, so instantly what comes to me as far as how men view you is, you know, with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like that is a very restless card. So it's kind of like, you know, and this could be the current energy. Right now, men kind of view you guys as being kind of restless, okay? And like wanting things to start happening in life. And that doesn't necessarily mean with them, you know, or dating, although it could, but just like in life in general. So somehow, you know, some way that you guys are coming across is like, just coming across like, you know, you want things to happen, like now, is the impression that I'm getting. And, you know, it's kind of like you have everything but love on your mind, even if that's not true, but that's how it's coming across to men. Okay, so there's a bit of hard to getness with you guys, okay, maybe a bit of jadedness, just kind of like a, yeah, you know, if you want me, you'll have to make it known, you'll have to prove it because I am putting all my attention and energy and drive into something tangible. That's That's how you come across to men, okay? And like, I've got my eyes on the prize and it's not you, it is my goals, okay? It could be work related, it could be a project, it could be school, it could be all the above, okay? Really, it's going to be different for all of you, but that's like how you're coming across. Very driven, but not in the area of love. And that's how men see you. But you know what? It's kind of, honestly, I'm getting that it's intriguing to them. They like the challenge, the chase, and you're all that. Okay, so like, they're all for this. Even if you're thinking, yeah, that's not why I'm saying this, but okay. Also, certain men that you guys talk to feel like 1 minute they think you're on the same page and then the next they're not sure. So they feel like men currently view you guys like you are giving them mixed messages, okay? So that's interesting, and I feel like that's because somewhere you guys kind of go back and forth too. Like 1 minute you're for something, the next minute you're like, eh, or am I? You know, like that kind of energy. Men also see you guys as being like in a world of your own. You're sweet, warm, friendly, you know, kind of flowing through life magically. That's funny, that came through for like every group. You're like magnetic without even trying, imaginative, intuitive. There's a Pisces energy about you guys, okay? And that's interesting. Okay, so Pisces Cancer energy, because Chariot is Cancer. But along with that water, they also see you guys as being like an Aries, and that is also a very driven energy, okay, like the Chariot. So you guys definitely have this blend of water and fire to you. And, you know, with the Aries, you know, you guys could be into physical movement, you could be physically fit. You could be very blunt, kind of like you tell it like it is, no nonsense, you know, and you expect the same in return. And as soon as like you don't get that from people, it's like, you know, something doesn't resonate and you want to cut off from them is what I'm getting with this. And men, you know, they know that about you. And if they don't, they will, because that's the type of person that you are. Men also like your guys' lips. I also get that they imagine, like, they wonder what it'd be like to kiss you. But this is your current energy toward them, like a cactus saying, hug me, okay? So I do feel like a part of you guys does want something with somebody, but another part of you feels like, oh my gosh, if I have to get to know one more person, like it's like you just want to skip over the dating and just jump right into something. And I get it, you know, like starting over, it can be like exhausting, especially with all that you've got going on, but it could also be good though, you know? It's all about, you know, switching the mind, switching the perspective, but yeah, so I feel like that's your back and forthness though. Plus, it's like, you know, you also might have some trust issues to let go of too, is what's coming through. Like I said, like a bit of hard to getness, a bit of jadedness, but you know what? You're just seen to be like a challenge right now. I feel like men like the chase, even if you're like, no, I'm really not interested. It's like they don't take the hint and they're still pursuing you. It's kind of like it makes them want you more, is what's coming through. Okay, so that's how men view you guys. How do women view you? Okay, so we have the full Nine of Cups, the Lovers. Okay, so a few things are coming through with that. So I do, again, the Fool is a very like magical card, you know, somebody who's really living in the moment, living through inspiration and just being spontaneous and playful and fun. So men and women view you like that. Okay, a very fun, carefree, lighthearted, spontaneous person with a definite creativity to them, as well as imagination. And like magical. They also though, so you do come across like a free spirit to women. With the Nine of Cups, okay, so I actually feel like men view like you're a dream or a wish come true. Women on the other hand, now if you're attracted to them, yes, they can also view you like a wish or dream come true. But for the rest of you, what I'm getting with that is I feel like, you know, they feel like you guys like have like you're a really good manifester, okay? Like this, you have this happy-go-lucky energy about you, and that it appears like things just kind of flow or work out for you. Like life is effortless for you. Even if you don't feel like that's true, that's like how you come across though. Like you guys just have this way about you where if you say something's going to happen, it's going to happen. Kind of like, you know, you're like a dream life manifester to people. Okay, and with the Lovers, I'm getting two different things with that as well. So if you are attracted to women, then they view you like you could be the one, if, you know, or the ideal partner. If you're not attracted to women, then what this is representing is that they feel like you get people easily, okay? Like romantic partners or partner, you know, like, it's like you guys are really viewed like you're a magnet, okay, to amazing things, like a dream life, dream job, dream person. And I just get kind of like women envy you for that. They also feel like people just view you guys like this attractive person who's like a magnet to whatever you want, basically. Okay, so women also view you guys as being independent, cool, and fierce. Women also view you guys like a fire sign, a very fiery, passionate, animated person. Like you're into what you're into, you're not into whatever you're not into. Like you guys like to put your energy and passion and heart into what you're passionate about. Women also tend to see you guys as being like the opposite to who they are, but like that it works. Like as a friend. Okay, so this is interesting that I have two cards that came up about like, kind of like either you guys like to travel or you like literal physical movement. Maybe you like jogging or running or working out. Okay, so they see that about you. Or, you know, it's again like you won't hesitate to like walk away from situations that don't serve you. But I'm really getting though, this group, somehow you guys like movement. Okay, I feel like that's where you find your center. That's your meditation. Okay, that's where you become your elevated self, where you are in this like magical flow where things do happen effortlessly. And you know, if you are a fire sign, either way you act like a fire sign, so you could have it strong in your chart. It's like, you know, movement is their thing. That is what like centers them. So yeah, group number 3, you know, all in all, I feel like men and women view you guys pretty similar. It's funny though, the men kind of see you as being a little bit more restless and hard to get, and the women see you guys as being a bit more kind of like just doing your own thing and going with the flow, and they see you like manifesting your dream life. Whereas you definitely kind of put up, you know, a bit more of a wall with men. And it's not to say you won't let them in, but it's kind of like they have to earn that, you know. That's the vibe I get with the Chariot. So it's interesting to see. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.